Understanding the fundamentals of life. Overview. Welcome to ATI TEAS 7 Science Series, where we explore the fundamentals of biology. In this video, you will learn the fundamental principles that define life, cell structure and function, macromolecules and enzymes, cellular respiration and photosynthesis, DNA, RNA, and protein synthesis, genetics and heredity, characteristics of living organisms. What makes something alive? All living organisms share key characteristics. Definition of life. Living organisms are distinguished from non-living things by specific characteristics. The 7 characteristics of life. Cellular organization. All living things are made of cells. Metabolism. Use and transform energy. Homeostasis. Maintain stable internal conditions. Growth and development. Increase in size and complexity. Reproduction. Produce new organisms. Response to stimuli. React to environmental changes. Adaptation through evolution. Change over time to survive. Cell theory. Cell theory forms the foundation of modern biology. The 3 main principles. All living organisms are made of one or more cells. The cell is the basic unit of life. All cells come from pre-existing cells through cell division. Types of cells. Prokaryotic cells. Simple structure without a nucleus. Found in bacteria and archaea. DNA floats freely in the cytoplasm. Eukaryotic cells. Complex structure with a nucleus. Found in plants, animals, and fungi. DNA is contained within the nucleus. Contains membrane-bound organelles. Cell structure and organelles. Eukaryotic cells contain specialized structures called organelles, each with specific functions. Key organelles and their functions. Nucleus, the control center containing DNA. Mitochondria, the powerhouse producing ATP energy. Ribosomes synthesize proteins. Endoplasmic reticulum, ER, produces proteins and lipids. Golgi apparatus modifies and packages proteins for transport. Lysosomes digest waste materials and cellular debris. Chloroplasts conduct photosynthesis, plants only. Cell membrane regulates what enters and exits the cell. Biological macromolecules. Macromolecules are large molecules essential for life. The 4 major types. 1. Carbohydrates. Primary energy source for cells. Examples: glucose, starch, cellulose. Provide quick energy. 2. Proteins. Build and repair tissues. Function as enzymes, hormones, and antibodies. Examples: hemoglobin, insulin, collagen. 3. Lipids. Store long-term energy. Form cell membrane structure. Examples: fats, oils, phospholipids, cholesterol. 4. Nucleic acids. Store and transmit genetic information. 2 types, DNA and RNA. Control all cellular activities. Enzymes and their function. Enzymes are biological catalysts that speed up chemical reactions in living organisms. Key characteristics. Proteins that accelerate chemical reactions. Highly specific. Each enzyme works on specific substrates. Work best at optimal temperature and pH. Can be reused multiple times. Not consumed in the reaction. The lock and key model. Enzyme, lock, has a specific active site. Substrate, key, fits perfectly into the active site. Reaction occurs and products are released. Example: amylase breaks down starch into simple sugars during digestion. Cellular respiration. Cellular respiration converts glucose into usable energy, ATP, for the cell. Purpose: to extract energy from glucose and store it as ATP. The three main stages. 1. Glycolysis. Occurs in the cytoplasm. Splits glucose into 2 pyruvate molecules. Produces 2 ATP. 2. Krebs cycle, citric acid cycle. Occurs in the mitochondria. Produces electron carriers. Generates CO2 as waste. 3. Electron transport chain. Occurs in the inner mitochondrial membrane. Produces most ATP, approximately 34 ATP. Requires oxygen. Overall equation: glucose plus oxygen, carbon dioxide plus water plus ATP, energy. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants convert light energy into chemical energy. Definition: plants, algae, and some bacteria use sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. Overall equation: carbon dioxide plus water plus sunlight, glucose plus oxygen. The two main stages. 1. Light-dependent reactions. Occur in the thylakoids of chloroplasts. Require sunlight. Produce ATP, NADPH, and oxygen. 2. Calvin cycle, light-independent reactions. Occur in the stroma of chloroplasts. Do not require direct sunlight. Use ATP and NADPH to produce glucose. Importance: provides oxygen for aerobic organisms. Forms the base of most food chains. Removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. DNA and RNA, the blueprint of life. DNA and RNA carry the genetic instructions for all living organisms. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. Stores genetic information. Double helix structure, twisted ladder. Made of nucleotides containing 4 bases. Adenine, A, pairs with thymine, T. Cytosine, C, pairs with guanine, G. Located in the nucleus. Remains stable and unchanged, except through mutations. RNA, ribonucleic acid. Helps in protein synthesis. Single-stranded structure. Contains 4 bases. Adenine, A, pairs with uracil, U. Cytosine, C, pairs with guanine, G. Several types: mRNA, tRNA, rRNA. More temporary than DNA. Protein synthesis, transcription, and translation. Protein synthesis is the process of creating proteins from genetic instructions. The two main steps. 1. Transcription, DNA mRNA. Occurs in the nucleus. DNA unzips and mRNA is created. mRNA carries genetic code from nucleus to ribosome. RNA polymerase enzyme facilitates this process. 2. Translation, mRNA protein. Occurs in the ribosome. mRNA is read in 3-letter sequences called codons. tRNA brings amino acids to match each codon. Amino acids link together to form proteins. Key concepts. Codons are 3 nucleotide sequences that code for specific amino acids. Anticodons on tRNA match with codons on mRNA. The sequence of amino acids determines protein structure and function. Genetics and heredity. Genetics explains how traits are passed from parents to offspring. Mendelian genetics, key concepts. Alleles. Different versions of the same gene. Can be dominant or recessive. Dominant versus recessive. Dominant alleles are expressed when present, represented by capital letters. Recessive alleles are only expressed when 2 copies are present, lowercase letters. Genotype versus phenotype. Genotype is the genetic makeup, the alleles present. Phenotype is the physical appearance, what you see. Punnett squares. Tools used to predict genetic outcomes. Show possible combinations of parental alleles. Calculate probability of offspring traits. Example, if both parents have brown eyes, BB, there's a 75% chance their child will have brown eyes and a 25% chance of blue eyes. Chromosomes and cell division. Cells divide to create new cells through two different processes. Chromosomes. Thread-like structures made of DNA and proteins. Humans have 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs. Carry genetic information. Two types of cell division. 1. Mitosis. Produces two identical diploid daughter cells. Purpose, growth, repair, and replacement. Results in cells with the same number of chromosomes as parent cell, 46 in humans. For phases, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. 2. Meiosis. Produces four genetically different haploid gametes, sex cells. Purpose, sexual reproduction. Results in cells with half the chromosomes, 23 in humans. Introduces genetic variation through crossing over. Evolution and natural selection. Evolution is the process by which species change over time. Definition: evolution is the gradual change in the genetic composition of populations over generations. Key concepts of natural selection. Variation in population. Individuals in a population have different traits. Genetic variation provides raw material for evolution. Survival of the fittest. Organisms with advantageous traits survive and reproduce more. Fitness means reproductive success, not just physical strength. Adaptation. Traits that increase survival become more common. Populations adapt to their environment over time. Inheritance. Favorable traits are passed to offspring. Accumulation of beneficial traits over generations. Example, Darwin's finches on the Galapagos Islands developed different beak shapes to exploit different food sources. Homeostasis and feedback mechanisms. Homeostasis maintains stable internal conditions essential for survival. Definition: the body's ability to maintain a constant internal environment despite external changes. Types of feedback mechanisms. Negative feedback. Most common type. Returns the body to normal state. Reduces the effect of a stimulus. Example, blood sugar regulation. High blood sugar triggers insulin release. Insulin lowers blood sugar back to normal. Positive feedback. Less common. Amplifies or enhances a process. Continues until completion. Example, childbirth contractions. Contractions stimulate more oxytocin release. More oxytocin causes stronger contractions. Cycle continues until birth occurs. Summary and key concepts. Let's review the fundamental concepts of biology we've covered. Key concepts. All living organisms share 7 characteristics of life. Cells are the basic units of life with specialized organelles. For macromolecules, carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, nucleic acids are essential for life. Cellular respiration and photosynthesis are complementary energy processes. DNA stores genetic information, RNA helps create proteins. Genetics explains inheritance of traits from parents to offspring. Evolution through natural selection explains the diversity of life. Homeostasis maintains stable internal conditions. Remember, biology is the study of life, and understanding these fundamental principles helps you understand all living organisms, including humans. Thank you for watching. You've now gained a solid foundation in the fundamental principles of life and cellular biology. Next steps. Review the key biological concepts we covered. Practice applying these concepts to real-world scenarios. Your understanding of biology is crucial for success in healthcare. Keep studying and stay curious.